Advertisers have forgotten how powerful Facebook retargeting is. In fact, most of you aren't even using retargeting anymore because you've put in so much trust into the Facebook algorithm, hoping that it has figured it all out. But while most of you are consolidating campaigns and allowing Facebook to do the work for you, we're going the other way, doubling down on segmentation even further, allowing us to decrease frequencies on our prospecting campaigns, lowering acquisition costs for new customers, increasing our overall return on ad spend, and driving up new product growth so that way we can hit record months for clients. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the Facebook ads retargeting strategy that we're going to be using for 2025 and the one that you can use too if you're looking to get more sales and growth with your ads with Facebook retargeting. And I'm going to be breaking down all of this in a step-by-step tutorial inside of this video. But first, I want to show you just some of the results in the strategy that's at play here that is allowing us to generate insane numbers. So here we are. This is a Facebook ad retargeting campaign, and it might look really messy to you, but there's actually a lot going on here that we could dissect. We have our Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaigns, but those are just one-off seasonal campaigns. The real focus here should be on what a standard retargeting audience might look like, where you're retargeting people who've engaged on your Instagram and Facebook profile in the last year, your 180-day website visitors, where you're retargeting anybody who's visited the site, a 180-day add to cart audience, where people who have added to cart and you're showing your products back in front of them, or if anybody just viewed the product page and left. And that is a very standard retargeting approach. And we have our number one best-selling ads in here. These are our best-selling product that is getting the best results. That is our winner that we've scaled up dramatically in prospecting. And we obviously know it works just as well in retargeting. But the other side of this is, well, this can actually phase out your creatives a lot quicker, shortening the lifespan of the actual product ads, making you have to constantly launch new creatives, and then you struggle with frequency issues. Whereas there's another way of adding in additional segmentation where we actually have an additional product that is not our best seller. We're doing a retargeting audience where we're going after an entirely different product that we already have on our store at a much lower budget, allowing us to get 5x, allowing us to get 7x, allowing us to get 6 and 7x ROAS on the other products. And this is where we're introducing products that people might not have heard about that we're selling, meaning rather than just only running our best sellers and phasing out our creative so quickly, we're actually spinning up new product lines and getting people to buy other items we actually have on our store. And once those actually start performing, we now have additional products we can go after with our prospecting and scale up even further. And with this segmentation, rather than relying on Facebook to, have all these products in the same audience on retargeting and it only choosing the best seller because we know that's what Facebook's going to do, we're actually making it to where each audience only has one product in it with only those creatives around that product. So product 1 has all of the same creatives for that product. Product 2, same thing. Product 3, product 4, product 5. So these are the same retargeting audiences for each product, but they're just different products and different creatives because we're forcing Facebook to show ads that people might not have seen whenever they visited our website, engaged with one of our best-selling products, and they might have purchased or may not have purchased, but they haven't heard about this product before. And getting people to buy additional products helps us increase our overall average order value, allows us to identify new lines that we can scale up, and overall helps us actually lower our frequencies on prospecting because we're putting in so much work on the retargeting. And here's another example of this at scale. We spent over $1.4 million in a single month last month in this ad account, and we have 2 retargetings. Not very high budgets for what we spent. It's actually very minimal, under 10% in this case, 64K, 5K. But look at the return on ad spend here. We're looking at a 40x ROAS and a 30x ROAS, which is absolutely insane. Most people are experiencing the opposite effect, where the retargeting isn't working as well as their prospecting, so they're believing they should just get rid of it and only focus on what's working. But in reality, they just have a broken retargeting strategy. And this is a dynamic where we're actually doing all product catalog for every SKU. And then for previous purchases, we're doing a very similar strategy where we're breaking down specific products with the same creatives in the same audiences, but we're segmenting those product lines. So that way we can maximize people coming back to the website to buy new products they haven't heard of and allowing us to make sure that we get those ads in front of them rather than just showing the same ad over and over again, force feeding it down every single person's feed where they see it 7 to 10 times. Well, if they haven't bought by that point, they probably don't want the product. Whereas with this strategy, we're actually introducing products that they haven't heard about that they may actually be interested in, allowing us to get a crazy return on ad spend from both returning and previous people who have never actually bought from us. So let's break down how we actually set this up so that way you can turn around, get your retargeting back to a profitable return on ad spend, and do it at an effective scale that allows you to not only sell your best selling, but actually introduce and keep your creatives longer, allowing you to get more sales at a much lower cost per acquisition. So here we are inside of our ads manager. And to set this up, we're going to hit create. We're going to choose sales campaign. We're going to avoid Advantage Plus. We're going to do manual because this gives us more control over our campaign type. And we're going to name this retargeting. And a lot of you might think this is one of the more old-fashioned strategies, but when everybody's going one way, it opens up avenues for us to go the other to be able to dominate in a specific sector and leverage strategies that most people are no longer using to maximize ROIs. Because although the algorithm has gotten good, it's failing to capture on the idea that maybe even though our best performing creative is getting a lot of sales, what about these other items we offer that could do just as well, but they just haven't gotten the opportunity because Facebook doesn't allow it with their algorithm. So here we are, we're gonna turn off Advantage Plus catalog. We're gonna name this retargeting. We're going to do this on the ad set level, Instagram/Facebook engagers and website visitors. And this will be a 180-day audience, and this will be a 365-day audience. And we're gonna choose website. We're then going to do maximize number of conversions. We'll then choose our pixel. We're gonna optimize for purchases since that's what we want. And then what we're going to do is set our daily budget to 20. And you don't really need a large budget for this audience initially. So you can go lower if you're a lower spender, whether you're spending just a few $100 or $1,000 a month. If you're a bigger spender doing 5, 10, 15, 20 plus in your ad account, you can go a little bit higher, but you really don't need a lot of budget for retargeting in this case to maximize overall results. So we're gonna leave it at 20. We're gonna scroll down here and we're going to actually switch to original audience so that way we can take the control back into our hands. And for our audiences, we're gonna have include and exclude. The include is gonna be Instagram engagers. It's going to include Facebook engagers, and it's going to include website visitors. And this allows us to retarget anybody who's visited our website or has engaged with our social media, but has not purchased. So we want to make sure to exclude anybody who has purchased because in our prospecting campaign, if they've already gone through, made a sell, well, we want to make sure in our retargeting that they actually have not and they've engaged with our ad, maybe visit our website, and we're retargeting them to get them to buy. So we're going to exclude purchases, and most people forget to turn this off. If you have a retargeting audience, you want to turn off reach people beyond your custom audience because you only want to show your ad to the people who've already engaged with you. You don't want to reach new people because this is not a prospecting. This is where things can go wrong. You increase your frequency and then your account performance starts to go down. So we're going to leave that out. We're going to have no other targeting. This will be our setup and we're excluding. And then what we're going to do is put our best selling ads in this specific audience. We're then going to quickly duplicate. And then what we're going to do is include people who've added to cart. And we're going to remove engagers and all website visitors. And we're going to include view content. And then we're going to exclude purchases. And then we're going to exclude Instagram engagers in this case. Because we want to make sure that we're only reaching people in this case that have only added to cart or view content. So that means they're, more engaged than people who've just seen an ad, and they're basically in the middle of our funnel because we're also excluding purchasers. And so once you've excluded these audiences and you've included these, you can rename this now. And this is also just going to include our best sellers. So we have our best sellers in prospecting. We're showing them again to them to get them to buy because we know that works initially. And then we're going to duplicate again. And then we're going to do an audience where we only have people who have purchased. So this is only going to include our purchasers, because we want people to come back to our website and buy other products that we have and buy again. And then once you have your best-selling products in these audiences, the next step is to actually build out more segmented retargeting at lower budgets that allows us to lower frequencies on prospecting, show them ads that they've never seen before, spin up new products that they've never interacted with or seen from our website. Because if we've shown them our best sellers over and over again, our frequencies are going up on that product. If they haven't bought by this point, they likely just don't want that product or it's not a good fit for them. So we now want to put the control into being able to show them products that they've never interacted with, rather than hoping Facebook does that for us, to actually get them to interact with ads to find out if they want to buy other products we offer. So that way we can increase sales on additional product lines and allow us to scale further. So what we're going to do is basically recreate those audiences, Instagram engagers, all website visitors, and Facebook engagers. And we're going to lower the budget on this one. And this time we're just going to exclude purchases, and we're going to do people who've engaged, and we're going to do people who visited our website, but they have not bought. And since they've seen our best-selling product over and over again, we're now going to actually make this our product one. And what product one would be is if you have a best-selling product on your website, let's say that this is the best-selling product and it's the king product that Facebook always shows. It's the ad that gets the most spin, the most results. Well, they haven't seen some of our other products out there, like maybe our bedding. And maybe we don't get a ton of sales on our website with this specific product line, but we can now get those ads in front of them because if they're interested in betting and they purchase, well, we're opening up new avenues and new channels to get people to buy, and we're showing them different ads so that way we don't fatigue out our creatives and we can open up additional lines of revenue. So let's go ahead and choose this one. Let's say that we're going to use this as product one. It might not be our best seller, but we want to see if we can get more buys on this. And so that would be product one. And then we're just going to replicate this audience multiple times. We're then going to do product two. It's the same exact audience. Now people are going to see product two. And the reason we're doing this is because Facebook loves to choose to spend on only one specific ad if it's working. Well, we want to make sure that we're getting other products out there for people to discover. And then we go product three, and you can do this up to 6 products. You could do 3 products, 4 products. There's no specific number that you have to limit yourself to. This just allows you to open up additional channels to get people to see other products you offer and get more buys. So now that we have 3, this is number 2, and then we duplicate again. And each audience is going to have a different product in it. So product 3, that is maybe not our bedding product. That could be our bath towels. Product number 2 could be our sunscreen, and product number 3 could be a different product as well. And then so we have bestsellers in these 3 audiences, and then we have new products, and we only have product 3 in here, product 2 in here, and product 1 in here, allowing us to lower our customer acquisition costs, increase our return on ad spend, get people to interact with other ads, and create a longer lifespan for our evergreen ads to last much longer. And so although it looks like you have a lot more audiences here, you're really just spending a very minimal budget compared to what you would be spending in prospecting, allowing you to be able to get crazy return on ad spend and results like these. And that is really the retargeting structure that we're using. And the part 2 to this would be to take some of those new products that start to take off and leveraging them in prospecting to open up additional lines of revenue. And this is what takes brands from being able to be stuck at maybe only 100K a year, $1 million a year, and really break through those next barriers, allowing them to scale dramatically and actually break into much bigger numbers every single month. And that's what the big brands are doing to rapidly scale. And you can start applying this as low as just a few $1,000s a month on your budget across your campaigns to just dedicate a little budget towards segmenting this way with your retargeting. And you'd be surprised at how effective this could really be. And if you're interested in working with our agency where we'll manage all of this for you, set up your campaigns, help you with Google ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads, website, email, SMS, and so much more to be able to scale up and hit new growth targets that you're looking to achieve, then definitely make sure to book a call with our team below so that way you can learn more about how we can take over a lot of the marketing efforts for you if you're looking to hire an agency. Now, if you're just looking to learn exactly how to do this yourself and get guidance, one-on-one mentorship, then I highly recommend reaching out to our mentorship team to see if you qualify for us to be able to show you exactly what steps you need to take to be able to go from 50K to 100K to 300K plus per month. And once again, it's your favorite digital marketer here, Chase Chappell. Cheers and bye, y'all.